My colleague Avanne Dubash actually caught up with Piyush Kumar, the founder and CEO at Crore, which is a gaming and esports content platform. Let's go across and listen in to this exclusive conversation.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really good to meet you. It's been a very exciting time for us. We have raised a growth round of $16 million, which is a combination of equity and debt. The round has been led by Lightbox, which is one of our existing investors, followed by Trifecta Capital, which is one of the new investors which has come in, and then there's Pivot Venture, Potential Ventures, Global Play Media. So a lot of new investors have joined in this particular round. And for us, the key reason to raise this round was because we have seen a great growth on our revenue in the last 12 months, with revenue growing by 4x to almost 7 million ARR right now, and we'll be crossing 10 million ARR in next 2 to 3 months. Very healthy revenue, 80% gross margin. So the idea here is that now that Crore is growing pretty well, revenue, we are the only player in the market which is making revenue. We want to turn profitable in the next 8 to 10 months. And the round will help us not just to keep growing our revenue, to explore user revenue, or rather expand user revenue, which is almost 10% and can go up to 30%. But most importantly, invest in technology and also look at expansion beyond India.
So I just want to understand how exactly the company works. How many monthly active users do you have? Is it primarily in gaming and esports? Because I also understand that you have live streams, short form content, as well as videos, and there's brand advertisements, etc., from which you also garner revenue. So break down the revenue streams.
Yeah. So India, so as you rightly said at the introduction, that India is a very big gaming market. The most unique thing about India is that India is a mobile gaming market. So out of the top 5 to 8 games, probably one of them is a PC game. Everything else is played on mobile. What Crore does is we are a content arm of the gaming industry. We are like Twitch, but imagine Twitch for mobile gaming market. That's where the innovation is coming in. That's where we are a first platform to really build it for a mobile gaming market like India, or we'll go into different markets. What we have is a combination of different content formats. It ranges from live streams to videos and now reels, which is something that we have launched, and we are the only player in the market which is really growing very well on reels, very similar to the way short form video is on Instagram or any other platform. So there is a huge amount of engagement. Our monthly active is close to 18 million. Overall, we have got about 60 million downloads, out of which 50 million is only on Google Play Store. So we are the biggest platform on Google Play Store in terms of gaming and esports content. And in terms of time spent, it ranges from almost 28 minutes on an average to 36 minutes when people are watching live stream. And primarily the entire content is of gaming, except a very small portion which is in real life content, which is when streamers or different people talk to their followers, which we call in live content. So that is how the platform kind of works. We are spread across iOS, Android, web, mobile web, and even on TV. And in terms of revenue, our 90% revenue currently comes from brands. So brands come to us and work with us across advertising, performance marketing, content IP, influencer marketing. So there are a number of ways in which brands reach out to gamers through our platform. And then the 10% revenue comes from users. What they do is they go on something called Crore Store on our app, which is like a commerce section where people buy in-game currencies, and very soon we'll be able to buy many more things in terms of gaming accessories and all. So that is how the business is. Extremely strong supply side of the content, very good tech, and a very good demand. We have grown quite a lot, and now we are monetizing it across.
So how many gaming creators have you onboarded so far? What's the user base as well?
Yeah, so our gaming creators, monthly gaming creators currently is more than 1 billion, out of which 2% people are monetizing their content. So more than 20,000 people are actually making good amount of money from Crore right now. And this will scale even further from here. And these creators are spread across live streams, videos, reels, and different kind of games that they play or they create content on. Our monthly active at this stage is 18 million. Our daily active is 1.6 million. And overall, we have 60 million downloads.
Okay, just take us through what the outlook is in terms of the competitive intensity, like a Krafton or a Loco, to a certain extent would be your competitors. How are you looking at, dealing with the competitive intensity?
So this is a very interesting market at this stage. there is obviously YouTube, whom we more consider as a feeder ecosystem, and that's where we acquire most of our creators from. And there's a very clear differentiator between Router and YouTube in terms of the way we focus on Reels, in terms of the way we give creative tools for people to stream. So we have a very strong, UGC angle, and most importantly, in the way we are able to monetize our creators and connect them with the right viewers. Loco is our other competitor, and together both of us have been building this category for a long time. With us, there are very clear differentiators with Loco in terms of we have the best content creation tools which they don't focus on. So we have a very strong UGC angle. We are monetizing; they are not monetizing. We have been growing, faster than them. So it's a very clear, very clean market for us, and our leadership over the last 12 to 18 months have been very, very clear. If you look at the number of new downloads in the category, we are growing 10x more than any other player in the market, and that has allowed us to really come out as a very, very strong player. And probably the way we are looking at this can just not be an India play, but probably making it for all the mobile gaming markets in the world.
Okay, so take us through your plans in terms of the brand advertisements. Which are some of the key companies or big brands that you cater to, and what it is that you're looking at, even for in terms of the kind of partnerships that you've tied up with, like for the gaming hub. I understand there was a sign up with Sky Sports, and then you partnered with Nodwin for some projects as well.
So what we do is, in terms of our content supply, we partner with number of different teams, number of different tournament organizers. So Sky Sports is one partnership that we did last year. We had a lot of their tournaments covered on Router. We partnered Godlike, which is India's largest esports team, all their 35 creators exclusively on Router, and a number of teams. We have worked with the top 10 to 15 teams at different points in time, and the entire ecosystem works with Router for a specific project or on a regular basis. So tournaments, and with Nodwin, we are doing few things. We did air one of the esports awards that they have, and a lot of coming up. So this year, our partnership will be very, very distributed between different partners. For us, in terms of brands, there are probably 75 to 80 brands that work with us on a monthly basis. So far, in the last 12 months, we have perhaps worked with 250 plus brands. And these brands ranges from something like Mountain Dew, which is a Pepsi brand, where we did a very, very extensive campaign. And a lot of things are happening with Mountain Dew in future. There's Airtel. JioCinema did a very extensive growth campaign during the IPL. There is Intel, there is McDonald's, there is H&M, Adidas. So it ranges from gaming companies to technology companies, marketplaces. And when they come to us, the most unique offering is that we are one of the Indian platforms which is offering gamers, which is very unique. And therefore, they are able to target these gamers in many, very different ways, not just plain vanilla advertising, but performance marketing. Mountain Dew did a Dew Clutch moment, a big IP that they created on Router. We do esports tournaments for brands. So a number of things that we offer for brands to engage with their users.
Okay. So just take us through what the company's expansion plans are, what you're looking at down the line in terms of your projections as well.
Yeah, so our most important metric in this particular year is that we are at 7 million ARR revenue. We will cross 10 million in next 2 to 3 months, which is the first short-term goal. The long-term goal is that in next 8 to 10 months, Router will be a profitable company with a very large cash balance, and that is because our balance sheet is very strong at this stage. And we believe that this is the best way to make a business where you are growing fastest in the category, yet being profitable. So that is a near-term goal. Besides that, Router is, our tech is our most important asset, and within tech, we are investing a lot on building even stronger recommendation engine, because personalization in this category, something that we started 12 months back, is going to play a very, very important role. So we are investing a lot in machine learning and AI to ensure right content reaches to the right user. Thirdly, we believe that in this particular category, the most important monetization would come from users. So how do you create a marketplace? How do you solve commerce? How do you solve gifting? All that is getting very, very well executed at this stage. And our projections is that user revenue will become sometime, in another 12 to 18 months, will be around 20% of our revenue, which is a great way to prove how this category will grow in terms of revenue. And last but not the least, We are looking at going into different mobile gaming markets, MENA region and Southeast Asia. We believe that Twitch, which is not strong in any mobile gaming market, that presents Router a great opportunity given our tech, and that would be quite a big thing to do over the next 12 to 24 months.
And as your channel is turning 14 this week, we will continue to get you all those big voices and on